Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I thought let's go back to basics. I haven't shared a super easy American buttercream recipe, so I thought that's exactly what I'll do today. American buttercream is the easiest thing you can basically make. It's essentially 2 ingredients, butter and icing sugar, and if you want to be fancy, a little bit of milk and a little bit of vanilla extract or paste. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to show you. Now the trick with getting the lightest, fluffiest American buttercream is to beat a lot of air in. So for this you will need a KitchenAid or a stand mixer of some sort, and that will help you bring in all of that air, because I genuinely don't think there's anyone on this planet that has enough muscles to beat with hands or beat via hands for 10 minutes minimum. Okay, so enough waffle. So basically what we're going to need is we're going to need 500 grams of softened butter. So we're going to pop that into our bowl like so. Yeah. And we want it softened just because it's a little bit easier to for the mixer to mix everything through. You don't have to, well actually no, you do have to. I would recommend doing that. Then I've got my beater attachment, and we'll just attach that onto there, attach the bowl on. I'm going to beat this for 10 minutes until it is lovely pale in colour, almost white, really smooth and creamy, and that's exactly what we want. So we'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so I've had that beating for honestly about 8 minutes so far, and you can already see that it's lovely and paler in colour. It's a lot lighter. It's exactly how we sort of want it to be, but obviously there is a lot of more harder butter around the edge of the bowl, so it's really important that we stop sort of at this point and give it a good old mix through, scrape down all of the sides, make sure that there's none of that harder butter on the sides, and then we'll whip that up again for another just sort of 2-3 minutes until that is all sort of really lovely and soft. This is looking pretty good now, so it's been beating for 10 minutes. It's had a lovely wee scrape down the sides of the bowl. I can never get this thing off. Oh, it's because I'm going the wrong way, that's why. Alright, so as you can see, the butter is essentially white. It's so beautiful, lovely and airy and creamy, exactly what we want. Okay, so I prefer to sift in my icing sugar because no one wants sort of like a grainy icing. So I have 250 grams of icing sugar here that I'm just going to sift into my butter. Now, if you wanted to double this recipe, it's honestly a really easy recipe to sort of double or triple or whatever you want to do. So whatever the amount of butter is, it's half that is the amount of icing sugar you need. So for this recipe, as an example, we've used 500 grams of butter, so we need 250 grams of icing sugar. So it's a really simple conversion, if you like. All right, so now all of my icing sugar is in. We can pop it back under the beater, the KitchenAid, and then mix this on a slow speed. You want to do it on a slow speed because if you don't, you're going to get an icing sugar cloud, and you really don't want that. So we're going to mix it on a slow speed until all is well incorporated, and then we're going to beat it again for another 10 minutes until it is all lovely and aerated and fluffy, and that is your icing buttercream, American buttercream done. Guys, our buttercream is just done. It's honestly the easiest recipe to create, and as you can see, it's so lovely and just so beautiful to work with. Like piping a cake with this, or icing a cake with this, icing cupcakes, filling a cake, honestly, is the easiest thing, because now this buttercream is just so light and fluffy. It's just a dream to work with. It's literally like working with a cloud. So now all you can do is you can add your colorings, you can add your flavorings, you can add some lemon zest if you want to make it lemony, maybe with a bit of lemon juice, or if you want it plain vanilla, add, I'd say, a teaspoon of vanilla. I always say measure with the heart with vanilla, so up to you what you'd like to add. If you wanted to make it a raspberry buttercream, you could add maybe 2 tablespoons of freeze-dried raspberry powder. Really whatever you want to do with it. And then if you want to colour it, I would just add maybe a couple of drops of food colouring paste, and I would really recommend the gels or the paste rather than the liquids, because we don't want to add too much liquid into this that it splits it. So they are my recommendations. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it's back to basics of how to make a really simple American buttercream. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and we shall see you in the next video, whatever that may be. All right guys, bye.